Somewhere in the north of Georgia lies Mestia. Hidden among the massive peaks of the Caucasus Mountains, this peaceful mountain town offers endless breathtaking landscapes. But there's one place that's beyond special: Koruldi Lakes. Determined to see the lakes at their peak beauty, I set my alarm for 1:50 a.m. and headed out on this adventure.
It's 2:30. I cannot believe I made it out of the bed because, yeah, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all. But welcome. We are in Mestia and today we're going on a special mission. The problem is that the hike is 5 hours long. Therefore, if I wanted to see the sunrise, I had to wake up at this goddamn hour. Someone is saying that if I make it all the way up, there's an alternative route that I can take all the way to reach. And there was this saying, if you're crazy enough, you can make it up there. Are we gonna make it there?
Walking in the pitch darkness, I suddenly saw 4 glowing eyes staring back at me.
Jesus Christ, I got so scared by these horses. Whew. Oh my god. Shit, I think I have a problem. I am 35 minutes away from the lakes and currently it's 5:30, which means that I will be there at 6. I will have to wait for the sun for an hour and a half. I'm really cold. It was said it's 5-hour hike and I will be there at 3.5. And this is what I'm doing for the past half an hour. And probably will do 1.5 hour more. Doing like zigzags on the road to make the hike longer.
After hours of freezing darkness, the first light finally appeared on the horizon. And in that moment, I knew something incredible was ahead.
And I made it to the Koruldi Lakes. I walked really slowly, almost like a snail, to not be here too soon and don't freeze till death, because I think it's like -5, -6 here. But it's beautiful, especially the reflection from the water is just so epic.
Standing there, completely alone, I watched the most beautiful sunrise of my life. Everything felt perfect, the sky turned gold, and for a moment, it was just me and the mountains.
Most of the people will be quite satisfied by hiking up there, as it was quite a decent hike. But you see that thing behind me?
Something inside was telling me that I need to go there, or at least give it a try.
All the tracks are covered in snow, which isn't really ideal for my shoes because, just low shoes. They get wet super quickly, instantly as I step into the snow, so yeah. I mean, it's here. It says 2 kilometers and 400 vertical meters. At least I will give it a try.
The first climb was manageable, but as I gained altitude, the snow kept getting deeper. At some points, it reached halfway up to my shins. Still, with views this incredible, turning back wasn't an option. I kept following an old dirt road until, suddenly, it just disappeared.
Yeah, I'm standing here. It's 3,100 meters and I need to make my way up there, up to that point. That's the edge of the ridge. I see some old footprints there, so maybe it will be doable. Yeah, let's go.
With no footprints to follow, I was climbing on the loose gravel hidden beneath the snow, making every step a struggle. With the ridge just a few meters away, there was no way I was stopping now.
Those are my footprints that I took up. And I started all the way at that lake. So yeah, I've climbed all this mountain.
And there it was, the moment I had pushed myself so hard for. The second I reached the ridge, every bit of struggle faded away. Stretching before me was Ushba, towering and majestic, surrounded by a sea of snow-covered peaks. I felt so small, yet at the same time, it was like the entire world belonged to me.
Look at this. Look at this. Woo! I don't think I've climbed higher before. The view all around. I'm just standing on a small rock. Yeah, I'm out of my words. It's just so beautiful. I cannot believe I made it up here. This is crazy. Wow.
So here I am, at 3,400 meters above sea level, standing on a ridge, surrounded by untouched snow.
It's 11 and I'm afraid that the snow, when it gets warm, there's a possibility of small avalanches. There's not that much snow. The snow is like really stable. I've checked that. But yeah, you never know.
As I start heading down, the sun has done its work. The snow is getting wetter, heavier. I feel it shift beneath me. A small avalanche breaks loose. I only slid a couple of meters, but I watched the snow rush down nearly 200 meters below. I decided to sit down and slid along the already triggered path. Not gonna lie, it was quite sketchy, but staying on the slide was the safest bet. And now I am finally out of that zone. It was intense. The mountains don't play around, especially when the conditions change fast. But hey, what's an adventure without a little of adrenaline, right?
I went all in on this hike. Yeah, last day, last hike. I love it here. I mean, the views with the lakes, the reflection is so good. And just in case you're wondering how wet are my socks, they are, yeah, this wet. Always be prepared. Always have a spare pair of socks. You never know when you gotta climb a huge ass mountain in a low boot. Every time I hike here, I just have eggs, like 5 of them, and bread. Proteins, carbs, you don't need much more. And up here they taste amazing up here. Oh.
Alright, time to head down. Leaving Koruldi Lakes behind, the trail drops fast, and with every step, the views just kept getting better. The whole Caucasus range stretches out in front of me. Snowy peaks, deep valleys, and somewhere down there, Mestia. I can see it from about halfway down, where the perfect spot for a break lies. From this lookout, Mestia looks so tiny. Just a cluster of towers and rooftops, tucked into the valley. And down there, somewhere in those streets, is a restaurant I've been dreaming about the whole way down. And here it is, Tashmijabi, this insanely good cheesy mashed potato thing. And a kubdari, basically a meat pie, but way better than it sounds. Both these meals can only be found here, in this region, and after a long day in the mountains, this hits the spot just perfectly.
In total, I did 2,000 vertical meters, 26 kilometers, and around 43,000 steps today. That was one hell of a hike. I hope you like this hike as much as I did. If you have any suggestions where should I go next to do like similar hike with views just as nice as these, let me know down in the comments, and I see you soon at the next video. Maybe from Georgia, maybe from somewhere else. Bye guys.